Jonty 22-22 in the end up, a good first pre-season. He'd out 22-10 with sort of 10 minutes to go. I think fitness told in the last sort of 10 minutes. So I think when we lost Rio to the sin bin, just seemed to have an effect. They were able to push on and grab the 2 tries later on.
Yeah, I don't know if it was fitness. Obviously the man extra did help them, but I thought we were in control of the game. Just maybe a couple of times we finished off our sets in good ball, not how we should have done. You know, give them a 20-metre start, and that was one where Rio pulled somebody back in, and they got sin bin. So even at like 77 minutes, they made a breakdown our left. We got back, Lockie Hannigan got back and scrambled well, and we got back, and then they made a breakdown our right on the next play, and we got back again and scrambled well. So we had like three sets on our line late on, and it wasn't until they put a kick over and got a try that way. So no, I'm really pleased with how they went. I'm not going to get excited about it. There's things to work on, but I thought how we've been in pre-season, we've changed we talked about it at the launch night about how we've changed our philosophy in pre-season. I was really pleased with how fit the lads looked. I thought the effort areas were good and attitude was good.
As first pre-season, he'd outscore, especially against a side who's already played. You couldn't tell who had already played a full 80 minutes and who could out there at times. The side looked good.
Yeah, we just had a crack about that at full time. Obviously, that's their third hit out. It's our first. They used 23, we used 18. So I'm happy, and I wasn't even bothered when we went down to 12 men. It shows a little bit of resilience on our goal line, put them under a bit more pressure with that man extra. So yeah, like you say, I was happy with the fitness. At the start of the game, all I was bothered about with the first hit out was make sure we got an early catch in, make sure we get our timing right in day. But the main things we talked about was effort areas, and I can't ask for any more than what I got today.
Obviously, it is only pre-season. You tried a few combinations out there. Obviously, I think we've seen Jake Mears in at full back for around about half an hour. Joey then played the rest. You'll have changed around, obviously, as you normally do with hookers, but then there was different people in the centres, second rows. Get exactly what you want from a pre-season game.
Of course it is, and I was pleased to see. I talk about our fitness and we look well that way, but it's me and Kirkwood having a crack through the game about how good it is to have a bit of pace. Like Mezo caused all sorts of problems in the first 30 minutes. Joey just carried on from where Mezo left off. We've got Evan Lawther, I thought was a bit of a gem in that back row. He made a couple of breaks and a bit of pace about him. Lockie Hannigan looked good. Jake Carter looked good at 13. We were all right, you know what I mean? I'm happy with where we're at, Jordan. I'm not going to get excited about it, but for the first hit out, mate, I've got out of it what I wanted, and I'm going to go to bed happy man tonight.
Like you say, you've got what you want. So obviously only an 18-man squad. We sort of did discuss at the launch night. Obviously, Gebby and Dion weren't in the country. I think Dion has landed today, so you'll be hoping to see him in training in the next couple of days. Obviously, you know, we've got to spoke as well about Perry Singleton and Marcus O'Brien. They're still on the sort of recovery with sort of their injuries, and Dalton, you're not expecting to welcome for another, I think is it another 2 to 3 weeks. So are we expecting a similar squad to be looking to make the trip to Darwin Park next week?
Yeah, I would think so. It's going to be too early for Dion. Like you say, Gebby's not here, Dalton's not here, and Marcus and Pez, they won't be ready for that. With them two lads, I'm looking just be ready for that Swinton game. If they can get a Challenge Cup at 18.95 in great, but obviously we'll get a bit of training to Dion and Dalton and Gebby when they come, and need to get them into the squad when need be. So next week, I spoke to Muzza on the launch when we done the launch for the Ike Trophy the other week, and both teams are going to go with 17, 18 max. So that's what we've got anyhow. So I'm happy with it. Yeah.
And will you be looking to change the combination slightly, just seeing what works, what doesn't work for yourself?
I think obviously Kirky's put a big influence on how we play, and I think that's what we need to be like. We need to be a little bit unorthodox in this league, and I think we'll just carry on there, whether it be Jake Carter at 13, whether it be Ryan King at 13, Dion when he does play at 13, or even Jamie Dorden finish with a cameo appearance at 13, and just play a bit with our middles, and we've got the numbers and the combinations to try a few things.
Here with Rio Corkill. Rio 22-22 in the end up, 22-10 with sort of 10 minutes to go. Your Simbin and obviously left the side down to 12. I know you've just had a bit of a crack with Jonty, but overall you've got to be happy with the 80 minutes the lads put in.
Yeah, I thought we were real on it today. I was really happy with the way we played. I thought over the 80 minutes we deserved the win, and then at the end a little bit of a brain fart from myself. Kind of the game went, but overall I think we were the better team today, and we should have won that game. But a draw is probably a good result, ego-wise, keep us down to earth, and sets us in good stead.
And you mentioned there, so ego-wise, obviously, first pre-season hit out of the season, just brought a Jonty, looked really good out there. You at times couldn't tell which side had already played in 80 minutes and which side hadn't.
Yeah, it was a good performance all around, but like I said, ego-wise, don't want to fall in love with ourselves. So it was a good day. Yeah.
And like you said, first 80 minutes with the club, obviously a culmination of obviously a hard pre-season. Good to get out there and get some minutes in the legs.
Yeah, absolutely loved it. It was a bit of a tough end to the season for me last year, so I've been chomping at the bit to get out here and pull the shirt on. And all the fans today were outstanding, so yeah, it's brilliant to play in front of them.
And obviously now, next couple of weeks, obviously we've got the West Cumbrian derby next week. Your first taste of a West Cumbrian derby. Obviously, I know you had a couple of tastes of the Cumbrian derby last year, but looking forward just to getting another 80 minutes in the leg and see what this West Cumbrian derby is all about.
Yeah, it's one thing when I signed that I'm just excited about. Like, obviously hear stories about it, and I played in the Barrow Whitehaven game last year twice. So I want to see what this is about and give it a real good go. Yeah.
Ryan, first 80 minutes in the legs today. Obviously, you've only returned back from Australia a few weeks ago. How was the 80 minutes out there for yourself?
It was good. I thought we started well. I thought our efforts were really there. I think all the running we have been doing, all the hills and everything that the boys have been doing besides myself, it's paying off. There was patches there where we can fix, but I think overall the effort was there. Jonty just wanted us to go there, do 1%ers, and thought we were really good today. Besides last time when Rio did get that yellow card, it was unfortunate, but even then we're still turning up. But like Jonty said to us, it's a trial match at the end of the day for us, and we looked well and just something to build off.
Spoke to a couple of the lads, and I've said you pretty couldn't tell which side had played their first 80 minutes and which side would maybe their second or third game, which is testament to the fitness and the work the lads have done in pre-season.
Yeah, exactly. Like Jonty said at the Q&A, the launch, and he said it to us a lot. He wanted to change a lot, especially fitness. We've been getting our legs ran off, and as much complaining that I do, and probably Callum and everyone else, it's paying off really well because there's bits there where we're under the pump, but I felt well, to be fair, and a lot of boys looked really well. They probably would struggle like normally during the season.
Rio said that he felt we probably should have got the win. Obviously, he apologised for the sin winning, but as you mentioned, it's only a friendly, it's only a trial match. Obviously, a bit of a league game might have been slightly different. These are what these friendlies are for. Go through different combinations, different partners out there, and seeing what works.
Yeah, he said it when he came off. He said sorry about it, but like I said to him, you don't have to worry about it. It's a trial match. Like we're just trying to get combinations, like you said. We're just worrying about everything else that we are doing. And to be fair, we look good, and Rio looked good, so there's not much he has to say sorry about.
And looking forward to the next week, obviously the West Cumbrian derby. It's never as friendly as when Whitehaven take on Working. There's always Braga United at stake. You'll be looking forward to playing in that. Yeah,
always excited to play Town. I know they'll be excited to play us, and especially after today, I think we've got a lot of positives. But at the same time, we've got a lot of work on, especially against Town, because it's a derby match. Doesn't matter what level you are. We could be Super League, they could be League One, or vice versa, and it doesn't matter. It's just a derby match. We're going to bash each other, aren't we? So I'm excited.